Hey, 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 everybody. This is Let Me See Your Transcript, your favorite history teacher on her summer break. This is, I guess you say, the 4th of July, Independence Day Eve. I'm coming to you with this breaking news, actually. Shout out to a member of the transcript committee. They sent me a DM earlier and they were like, hey, did you see this? And I'm like, looking at it, I'm like, is that Rudy Farias, who last year um, was missing in Houston, but then was found after being reported missing 8 years, for 8 years. And there was a big, I guess you say, divide in the family. The mom was saying he was missing. And the other family was like, no, he's not missing. She knows where he is. And then Quantum X got involved. Grizzly Hood News got involved. He did an interview. I put links in my description on my YouTube channel um, to previous videos that I've done. There was a press conference also by the Houston Police Department about him, and they were like, he was a missing person that wasn't really missing. Um, but it does look like maybe mom was hiding him out. So when family members did come by, they did not see him. Well, right now, I mean, the transcript committee was at work, and a police officer came in and said, "Hey, can you post this missing persons flyer?" And so I'm looking at the flyer, and I'm like, it says 7/02/24 at 8:20 in the morning. So that would be yesterday. Then I look at it, it says he was last seen. I'm gonna make it bigger for y'all. He was last seen on 6/29/2024. So I'm thinking like, oh, okay. Okay. So it doesn't say who the author is. It does have a number at the top. So I don't know if I know um at the time he was living with, I guess, friends of the family. He was not living with his mom. He did not want to have any contact with her. So I'm not sure who reported him missing, but the person says they last were in communication with him was 6/29/2024. Um, he has gone by other aliases, um, probably with under the direction of his mother, because the neighbors said they did not know him as Rudy uh Farias. They knew him as different names. So he has an alias Julio Torres, Juan Ricardo. They do have his what he was wearing. It says cargo pants, a maroon t-shirt, black boots, a baseball cap, and a blue line bracelet. Okay. And they have the phone number of the missing persons unit. Okay. 832-394-1840. And or you can call the Houston Police Department 713-884-3131. Um, and they say he was last seen at the 1000 block or Valley Lake Drive, located in Houston, Texas. I need to probably put that address in and see where exactly that is located. Um, Valley Lake, Valley Lake. Because I did double check these phone numbers on here, and that is the real, police department. But it's just like my thumbnail says, like, how did he go missing again? Now I did believe, um, hey, Kai and Kayla's mom, that Rudy, from his interview and from the way other people were talking about him, and you know, I felt when he was, hey, coffee, wine, water. I'm from East End. I saw one of these fly fields on Southway, so all I could do was, okay. So you saw it too. Okay. Wow. Just yeah. So praying that he is found safely. But I do still have questions because from what his last interview, I feel like he was kind of like, uh, how you can say, manipulated by his mother. And if he was manipulated by his mother, and then he has hardly no contact with other family members, maybe with some neighbors, and he's on the internet all damn day, and because he was saying some things that didn't kind of sound right, it was like, okay, um, like did the family members check on the family members he was talking to? Did they check up on him? What happened to the people that he was living with? Um, was he on was he on some medication? Was he without his medication? It is a holiday this week. Was something coming up? Did he not want to meet some family member? Was mama trying to meet him or something? Did he, did he hit his head? Like, did he go to his girlfriend house? Like, we don't know where is he? You know? And because the last time when he was found and he had been reported missing before, um, I think he had wrecked the mom's car or something, or he did something, and he just like ran. And then someone saw him being in a certain place a long, long time, and they just started talking to him, and then they started calling the police, and they were like, "Hey, this is his name. This is who it." And they were like, "Oh, you've been missing since this time." So I'm just wondering if are we gonna is someone gonna find him in that situation again where they're looking at him? Now I did reach out on Facebook to Grizzly Hood News because she does a lot of um things in the new well, in our neighborhoods here in Houston. So and I know she interviewed with him. So I'm probably gonna try again on Facebook. I did because I went to her page on Facebook and she actually has missing persons posters, but she don't got Rudy's. And I'm just like, does she not know? So I'm gonna also reach out to her on Instagram and Twitter to see if, any more updates. Cause I'm just like, sorry, is this like your third time being missing? Or second? You missing again. You know, and I'm just really hoping they find him safely and they can get him some type of treatment, physical or mental, whatever he needs, so he doesn't feel the need to deal with his problems by running away. I'm also hoping that no one coaxed him or manipulated him to go somewhere with them to somehow use him, in a way, whether it's family or friends or, just other people. Um, and remember, this whole Rudy Farias incident happened last year around the same time that Carly Russell was supposed to be kidnapped. And then we found out, oh, she faked the whole thing. She was charged with filing a fake report and something else. And she did get a lawyer. I want to say, was it months ago? They said she got a year in jail and a year probation. But in Rudy's case, HPD, they was like, hey, he was a missing person that really wasn't missing. Because like neighbors saw him, his mama was there, and it seems to be a conflict with the family. Yeah, I hope so. Grizzly would crack the case. She probably hasn't, but because he's probably not missed. Yeah, that's what I'm like. Maybe she's like making some call. Maybe she calling Quanell. Maybe she's calling what's the other lady that was next to Quanell? Candace, is it Candace Matthews? Like, hey, Miss Thanks. And I'm just like, okay, so what, and I'm still trying to figure this out. I also feel like, was y'all watching him? Like, I know he's 27. I know he's 27. But if he's with under the direction and influence of his mother, who he said himself was very manipulative of him, and he said he didn't never wanted to see her ever again after he got out of that house with her. Where was his mindset at? Yeah, I was thinking his mind should have been some type of filing the false report, or you failing to tell us like, hey, your son is found. Okay. Was you taking up money because he's supposed to be found? Because they even had detectives that were saying, like, hey, this mom, what she's saying doesn't make any sense. It was just like, hold on, y'all. I'm getting some information. Okay. Okay. Um, hold on, y'all. All right, I'm sorry, I'm back. Yeah, if the genders were reversed, the parent would be under the jail. She sexually abused him, plus he's mentally unfit to make decisions. I agree. I totally agree with you there. I totally agree with you there. Yeah, because even like in the last few months, we've seen how many kids were missing, and it was like 9 times out of 10, it was always the parent was involved, or the mothers or the fathers, like the other, significant other. Like right now there's also another missing case. I think the guy is he a football player, a basketball player? um it's a young cute little black kid. He's missing, and now they're saying that the parents are not cooperating with the police. And I'm like, okay, y'all was involved. That's why he's missing, you know so I will definitely keep y'all updated on this case. If I hear anything from Grizzly, or Quantum X, or anyone HPD, because they one thing about HPD here, if something shooting, big missing person, or big whatever, something go viral here in Houston, they gonna make there's gonna be a press conference. Wait, they found him? Okay, did they find him or did they find his body? Because when they say, "Oh, we found the body," that means the boy is dead. But did they find him alive? That's what I want to know. So, but thank you, kind Kayla's mom. Thank you, Coffee, Wine, and Water. Thank you, Miss Thang. Thanks. Uh, what? He's alive and well. He was on the parents' property the whole time. So he was a miss. So that I'm gonna have to come back for that case. So he was another missing person that wasn't really missing. Was he abused? I'm gonna have to go do some research on that case. Just like, another case here in Houston. I need to find out what happened to the lady that was shooting, who was doing the shooting at Lakewood. I still haven't heard. Okay, yeah, dash charges, abuse, both charge extra because they were like they wasn't covering the police. And I even told my students, I said, because I teach government, I said, look, you have the right to remain silent. Don't snitch on yourself. However, the police, you can get charged for not like telling them your name and who you are. Okay. So make sure when you do speak to the police, you answer the basic questions. But if they start asking you stuff about where you're being and where you're at the location, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna invoke my right to remain silent. I'm gonna wait on my lawyer. and then you shut up, and then you let the lawyer talk. But this, it sounds like yeah, it's just like, okay. Hey, Coffee, I'll let you know if I hear anything. I'm at the house in Galveston for the holiday, but I'll put my feelers on, let you know if I. Oh, thank you so much, Coffee, Wine, and Water. I do appreciate that. Okay. So thank y'all so much for listening to me. I gotta go check up on this other case. And I was supposed to actually go live and talk about Jag. But hey, if you can, please do me a favor. Please share this out. I know people like the drama and stuff with Jag. But I do want to do other content and other things. So please share this out and let's let people know, because I know I have people who are in Houston or people who know other folks in Houston, and just share it so like we can find him safely and get him back to a safe place, because maybe the safe place wasn't where he was. Maybe the safe place needs to be somewhere else, but we don't know. So all right, I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's evening. Oh yeah, please pray for us over here in the Gulf Coast. I think last couple weeks ago we had a tropical storm, Alberto, on the way. um we did get a little bit of flooding, a little rain. Right now we got Hurricane Burl, Beryl. It is, the last time I checked, they were like, oh, it's headed to Mexico. So they're like, oh, it might not come to Houston. But now I saw another article there saying, there's three things that they got to take into account because it may actually come to Texas. And they said something about what did they say? Land, the wind, and something about the currents. Okay, because like when a hurricane hits land, and depending on what is in that land, it will slow it down. But also the currents in the ocean may make it go faster as well. And also if the wind picks them up, it's definitely gonna go. So yeah, and I don't know if y'all who are not from Texas, there's a part of Texas where it's called the Great Plains. And the reason why it's called the Great Plains is because it's flat and it's not many trees there. So right now where Houston is, we're called the coastal plains. Like we do have like lots of places that were trees and stuff, but there are also lots of places that is just flat. Okay. And in Houston's case, there's a reason why they call us the Bayou City. Okay. Because we're like literally sitting on a whole bunch of bayous. Literally, Houston was a swamp at one time. What made us more popular is when oil was found near here. And then instead of Galveston being like the big city, it became Houston. So, but yeah, Barrel Funk. Hey, Coffee, Wine, and Water. Are you anywhere near Tina Knowles' house? I saw something that said she has her beach house is a nuisance or something. I gotta look that more into that too. So, but actually I should have been live more times. But I just talked to my therapist today, and so she's been working on me doing more things offline. So I've been like going to my appointments, spending time with friends. Then like I did that yesterday. Um, taking boy out, you know, um, doing more offline things. So I haven't been live as long, but I do be in the chat. But also, I'm doing a lot of reading for enjoyment. Okay, we have rip current advisories for over 2 weeks in Galveston, and the water is kind of blue right now. And see, that is coming from the Gulf, and the Gulf is probably getting some stuff from the Atlantic Ocean, which is not a good sign. You're exactly right, because it's like I don't know if I took oceanography, and this is why I took oceanography, y'all, because okay, so like in college, most people take biology and like chemistry. Well, I wasn't doing so hot. I think in one of the first chemistry or biology classes I did, and I was like, look, I gotta have. I think it was six. I needed two science classes and two labs. And I was like, I can't make it. I can't do another biology class. I can't do another chemistry class. I can't do it. I just can't do it. So I said, let me look up the sciences. And I was like, let me look at the course catalog. And I was like, oh, oceanography is considered a science. So I was like, so basically you're studying the oceans, the lakes, the rivers, and you're looking at currents, and you're also looking at the land. Also, you're looking at the land mass that's under the water. Also, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And so some of the things that they talked about was currents, okay, and how there's places where the two different types of bodies of water, and if they start to, I guess you say, merge or cross each other, the colors of the water will change. So yeah, you're right. If Galveston has been murky brown for like the whole year, and all of a sudden it's blue, it's like, oh, that's some water coming from the Caribbean and Atlantic Ocean. Oh, it's something coming this way. It's something coming this way. And I forgot there was this one video. I hope it's not fake. I need to find it. And it was like you literally saw in the ocean where like two different bodies of water, they were like coming together. And it was like they were slushing. And it was like, which way they gonna go? What's gonna happen next? So, but yeah, I want to say a lot of the meteorologists, do they take oceanography? Or do they take something else? They probably take meteorology or something like that. I don't know. But if I known I could have took some other sciences, biology, chemistry in college, I would. And I was getting my BA, not my BS. So okay, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. I actually need to call my best friend to see what we're doing tomorrow for July 4th. Yes, I celebrate Juneteenth, and I also celebrate July 4th. By the way, let me just say this. If you were one of those Black people who was like, I don't know why we doing Juneteenth, it's ghetto, is this and that, I better not see no motherfucking happy Independence Day tomorrow. You better not be having no barbecue. You understand? I better not see no potato salad, no macaroni and cheese. If I do, you better say, hey, it was my family reunion and I had to be here. I'm tired of y'all. It's like, yeah, why y'all? I'm tired of this hypocrisy. You don't want to celebrate a day where people who were enslaved, found out they were finally free, and then they were free by a military where it's going to be enforced. But you gonna celebrate Happy Independence Day, where most of the people who signed the Declaration of Independence were slave owners, and took out the stuff about slavery in the document. Y'all don't you tweet. Y'all don't tweet. Y'all, you know who you are. Don't you tweet. Don't you tell nobody Happy Independence Day. Go in there and watch Will Smith on Independence Day movie and sit down. I don't need this. Just be quiet. All right, y'all. Let me go for real. All right. I'm tired of it. It was like every year I hear somebody say, this is a to hell that. I'm like, but a lot of I'm tired. Don't down Juneteenth and then you over here celebrating July 4th. Okay. Unless you can trace one of your Black ancestors to or any other ancestors that actually was fighting in the American Revolution. Just be quiet. Well, they on the community, because there were some Black people who, because in their community, especially if they were up north, they fought in the American Revolution. Then there were also African Americans who fled to the British because guess what? They were freeing slaves. If you were a slave of a what was considered well, Americans call themselves patriots, but according to the British, they were traitors. So if you were on the other, if your master was fighting against them, they would free you. Okay, so yeah, I'm just y'all y'all know who them people are every year, and Umar Johnson is one of them. I'm tired of him. He actually said stuff on Juneteenth and uh and July 4th. I'm like, sir, I just think he nobody that's invites him anywhere. That's what I think. He don't got nowhere to go. So, but anyway, bye. Oh, Rudy. We got to find Rudy.